Yo, what is going on, guys? This is EXO, and welcome back to another episode of my weekly Monstercat reviews. You guys seem to like the last episode. I got a lot of positive feedback through the YouTube comments and on my Discord. Join that if you haven't, by the way. So here I am back with another one. Not really much of an introduction needed, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting with the first track, we have Take Me Into Space by Data Life and Dexter King. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't really care for this song much at all. I think that this song is produced well and everything works, but this is just not at all my style of music. And honestly, just one general complaint I have about this song is that, at least in the, I guess, regular version, the first drop starts like 20 seconds into the song with no real build-up. That is fixed in the extended mix, but I don't know, it's not really a major issue, but it's just something I picked up on that I don't really like. I mean, in general, this song isn't really that bad. Like I said, it's produced well. It's just not at all my style of music. I don't really like this, like, super ravey type sound. It's a decent song for what it is. I don't absolutely hate it, but I don't think I would ever come back to this. The next song that we have is All I Wanted by Kelland and Wailed. I think that this is just an alright pop or house song, whichever you want to call it. The vocals are really, really good in this song, I will say that much. And the production does well enough. It is a pretty short song, just about 2.5 minutes, but I think that the runtime is perfect for this style of song. It's just a feel-good house or pop song. I mean, really, whichever you want to call it. It honestly almost sounds like Slap House, and that's not really a problem. I feel like Monstercat has been doing a lot of that recently, and the genre as a whole has just been growing on me, so that might be why I like this a lot, but it's just a feel-good song, and there's not really much else that needs to be said. And next up, we have Unbound by Tomb. This is a really, really good showing for Tomb. I've never heard of them before, but this song already makes me want to hear more. The atmosphere is amazing. Vocal chops are amazing. Everything just sounds really, really great here. There's literally nothing to complain about, at least in my opinion. Everything is crafted really well. The percussion, all of the just atmospheric elements are put together so well. I mean, really, there's nothing special about this song as a whole. It just, everything that it does is done perfectly. There's not really anything else I have to say for this. Like I said, it's just a good song. Now we're moving on to The Other Side by AU5 and Chime. I honestly don't really know how to feel about this song. I really like the first drop, and I really like the last drop. They both play between AU5 and Chime style really, really well. You can definitely tell in certain sections who does what, but it's really the middle portion of the song that I don't really like. The 4 on the floor sections don't work at all for me. The just weird sound design doesn't click, and immediately after that it tries to go into just a different sort of feel, and that doesn't really work for me either. And then after that it goes to a deep dubstep, and I don't know, it's the entire middle section to me just honestly kind of feels like a mess, and I feel like the song might have been better without it. The deep dubstep drop does kind of work. AU5 did this before, back on the Invasion EP, I think that's what it was called, on Roundtable a couple years ago. It worked really well in the context of that song, and it doesn't really work well here. I think it would have worked well if it was by itself, but coming after the 4 on the floor sections, it just doesn't really feel like it fits. Every other element of the song I really, really like, though. The intro, the off drops, outro, and then the first and last drops. I really, really do enjoy those. Like I said, it's just that middle section that really kills the song for me. Alright, and next up we have Get Through by Coven. This is just another Instinct Coven drum and bass song. Their style is finally starting to wear on me, and I just don't really care for this probably as much as I would have if it released back like on Butterfly Effect. Pretty much ever since Butterfly Effect, their style has kind of just, it sounds like it's being manufactured instead of actually being like created, if that makes sense. This song as a whole sounds very similar to Take It Away, which literally came out less than a year ago. So I do think that this song is good, but it's way too similar to any of Coven's other songs from recent memory for me to want to come back to this. The vocals are really, really nice. As usual from Katie, I really like her voice just in general, and it works good on this song, don't get me wrong, but the production doesn't really do enough differently for me to want to come back to this song. Like I said, this is kind of just a Take It Away VIP, and there's no reason to listen to this whenever that song exists, at least in my opinion. But now we're moving on to the last song of the week. It is Maria Turquesa, I hope I'm saying that right, by Flexible Fire. This is overall just a nice song. Flexible Fire is probably one of the more consistent artists on Silk. Nothing they've made has really blown me out of the water, but everything that they make is usually just pretty nice. And it's no different here. The overall atmosphere, the little vocal chops that are thrown in throughout the song, everything comes together in a pretty nice way. Nothing really blows me away, but this is overall, it's just a good song. I feel like this song is just kind of standard for Flexible Fire. I feel like this is kind of just what you expect from a song from them, and that's not really a bad thing. Their style is pretty good, and this is one that I can definitely see myself coming back to. So now I'll just give some general thoughts. This week I think was kind of a step down from last week. Both Silk releases still do really good, but the Instinct and Uncaged releases kind of take a step down. The Flexible Fire and the Tomb releases, those are both like easily my favorite ones of the week. And the two Uncaged releases are probably my least favorite. I mean, my whole ranking will be on the screen right now, but in general, I think this week it just goes Silk, Instinct, and then Uncaged. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. As long as you guys show support for this series, I'm going to keep making it. So I will see you guys next week.